Those are some ominous looking clouds over there. I am on the hunt for Lynda and evening meds and snacks, so keep your eyes peeled, everyone. Tell me if you see her. I was scrolling back through the camera on Nabisco and saw him playing with a leaf. And I thought, oh my gosh, how did we forget to put some small toys in there for him? So I just sent Captain a text and said we can put a couple of those like little 6-inch hard plastic balls. Oh, look at those. Aren't you precious? You're so precious. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Barb. I'm only catching like every few names because I'm trying to pay attention to the road. We've got this big gaggle of beautiful mallard ducks all of a sudden. They all look like girls' blue, which is really weird. Boys haven't figured out where they are yet. Or I don't know my mallards, which is more likely the case. Judy, it depends on where Seth is and where Lynda is in her route. I saw her leave the truck a bit ago, but I wasn't where I could leave what I was doing. Hey guys. Looks like she must be feeding Keisha. Nope, that's happened. Did she eat?
I need a longer stick. She doesn't want to get up for me, but she seems like she wants it.
They're so lazy. Lazy, lazy cats. Well, where is Miss Lynda? Ooh. There's Thurston up on his platform, sneezing away the afternoon. It actually feels kind of nice out right now. And there's Miss Tiger Lily. Oh my goodness. Who's the old cat? I think Tiger Lily and Riza hold the record for oldest cat here right now at the age of 23. Where are you, Lynda? There she is. Looks like she's feeding Hutch. Oh, no, feeding Frosty. Glad she's getting him to eat because he was not very hungry earlier. I'm glad to see you getting some food in him.
What a good boy you are. Good boy you are. Kind of hungry, actually. It's good. Should bring you some more food. Good boy. Eat that, please. It's a little big. You get it? Yeah. Right. Maybe I'll give him some more. Got a couple extra pieces on you.
Would you come back if she came back with food?
Couple more, bud.
Oh, yes, I would.
Alright, what? Don't be afraid of the container. Get the container. No, that's it? Okay. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, pieces. There you go. Just a little piece. Alright.
See, it was worth it.
That's good. That's a good boy.
So it's a big poop day. Everybody pooped. Frosty pooped. Nabisco pooped. So I was like, good.
Can't believe how much of my life is
I know.
revolving around cat poo.
Survey and Ginger.
Well, thank you everybody for sharing this, and thank you everybody who got on Alexa and checked out our new Alexa skills and our big cat briefing. That was so cool today. I was working with the developer that helped us do that, and actually he did all of the work on it. I just had the idea, he did the coding. But he was so delighted to see that people were actually using the skill. If you go to your Alexa app and type in Big Cat, you'll find it. There's a Big Cat skill and a Big Cat briefing. It's both us. There's also a travel checklist if you're somebody who travels that helps you remember everything that you need to pack. And they're all free. This is Ginger, Ginger Serval. Are you happy to have Frosty back? He tells you you're beautiful every day.
Good girl. Love it when the piece doesn't, when the pill doesn't pop it.
Kara, we're still debating cat moves. Jamie and I talked about a lot of cat moves this morning, but that won't be until next Thursday that we have to make up our minds.
Survey. Hi, Survey. Come on, girl.
They see Servy Serval Belly.
Come here. Come on, girl.
So suspicious. Yes, Sam, they only get these afternoon snacks if they are either very poor eaters or if they need medication. We put the medication in their treat, and some of the medications make them feel pukey, so you have to give them food to take with it, so that's why they might get more than just a few pieces.
Very suspicious. Very suspicious.
They help if I walk away. See, I'm nowhere near your feeding block.
That's her long stick.
Mary, we do have just an amazing cast here. People really, really love these animals. Hey, Deb and Luana. Salute from the Italia as well. Actually, they're supposed to be skinny like that. These are servals. Servals are like the greyhounds of the cat realm. If you look at the cats in the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, those tall, skinny cats, that's what a serval was. That's where they're from. Marianne, Amanda's doing fine. She gave me the look when I rode by her earlier today. On the Alexa app, one of the things that you can do is say, tell me a story. And so it'll tell you the different stories of the cats. And I was listening to a story that we recorded about Amanda. Oh my goodness, probably 6 years ago. And I was thinking, it's just as true today. Yeah, if she stands up, you'll see that they're very tall, skinny cats. Some people call them the giraffe of the cat family. So what Lynda does for cats that won't come over is she has a very, very, very long stick. The cat's like, I'll go that far. Just that far. No further. Amanda's got her other brother, Andre. Are you about out of tricks?
No, not quite. Not yet.
That last one was hysterical. It was like, I'll lean this far into it, but no further.
Yeah. So.
See what she'll take. Doesn't seem to be a big fan of turkey. Get her to eat this chicken. I don't want to put the piece with the pill in so far, because if it falls out, I can't get it back. So I need her to come. Come.
All right, we're going to walk away in case we are the holdup here. Hey, Cricket. Beautiful Cricket. Hi. I can barely see you behind that tuft of grass. There she is. There's the Cricket. There's a cat we don't see very often because she's never sick. Amanda, I'm glad to have you on your first live feed. You probably heard everybody talking about Amanda Tiger a few minutes ago. Julia Survey is so fussy. Oh my gosh, that cat is fussy. She only eats seafood. We rescued her from a 2-bedroom apartment in the Keys, the Florida Keys, so I guess she got a lot of seafood when she was there. And that was the sound of thunder in the background. Great. Sure, we can roll around and see if we can see Gabrielle. Maybe if I ride off on my bike, Survey will see that I'm way, way gone. Stephanie and I talked a little bit today about how we might be able to shift all the tigers around so that the tigers who are on what is called Tiger Island, which doesn't have pools that recirculate from the lake. We have portable pools that we can take over there, but it's not as nice as having your own fresh pool all the time, like these. So we were talking about switching the cats around so that they could all get access to a cage with a pool. And those cages are each about 1,800 square feet, but currently the cats on Tiger Island have about twice as much space as that. So the debate is, would they rather have twice as much space or would they rather have a freshwater pool? And I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. Yeah, Deb is right. This is a no contact facility. Touching these cats is what causes all of the abuse. And the reason for that is if people see somebody touching a big cat, then they want to do it. And they'll pay somebody to let them do it. And the only way you can do that is by speed breeding cats, like what happened to Gabriel, and taking their cubs away as soon as they're born and saying that the mother rejected them, which is what all the tiger pimps say. And then they use them for about the age of 8 to 12 weeks. And then after that, they're too big because they can take off a finger, and then they get relegated to backyard cages or sent to breeding mills or shot in canned hunts and just all kinds of horrible things. So if you ever see people touching big cats, you know that they have not got their heart in the right place because they're just doing it to show off or to get people to pay to touch their cubs. And that's just not fair to these guys. Judy, I haven't forgotten you. Gabrielle was closer. We can run over there and see if we can see Seth. Seth has a camera on him all day long that you guys can watch at explore.org/slash Big Cat Rescue. Ooh, let me zoom back out or I'm gonna make somebody sick. There we go. You know, I think it must have been Nikita roaring because Cameron was too far away to be that loud. I felt first raindrops on me. It's been raining every day. Which is making the grass grow like nothing you've ever seen before. We've got people mowing grass all the time and you can't stay on top of it. No, dear. Wednesdays are going to end up right in the lake. Seth? People would like to see you, sir. Are you out? Oh, there he is. Sleeping on the bank. So that camera right there is on him all the time. And I'm willing to bet there's people watching him right now. Because he has some fans. Yeah, you've got some rabid fans. There he is. I'm wondering if there's a standard letter that can do what? Oh, great. Hillsborough County is under a river flood watch. I just love that because I have to ride my bike down by Rocky Creek, and there's a place where it floods every time we have a flood. Or every time we have a bad rain. A standard letter you can copy and paste to email a store that has animals. Smart babies. Yeah, if you go to bigcatrescue.org/cubs, CUBS, there's actually a download on that page that you can either print out or you can email to them that talks about all of the reasons why cub handling is so bad. And not only is it an opinion piece, it's an opinion piece that 20 big cat vets signed onto and said that they agree with it. And it's cited like a scientific paper as far as like all of the studies and research and everything that went into creating that document. And that's at bigcatrescue.org/cubs, and it'll say something like cub petting download. Boy, the water is really up in this cage. somebody asking about the kitten cabana. It's on the other side of that whole structure there. And Mike and Kathy, is it Mike and Kathy? Mike and Kathy. Actually, it's very timely that you should ask about the tigers in Guatemala. We are in the process of applying for the permits, and based on our latest information, which was just yesterday, it looks like they could be here as soon as the end of December. What is going to determine if it's December or March is that you have to get on the Federal Register, and if you miss their deadline, then it's like 3 months before you can get back onto the Federal Register again. So we're trying to time it so that we don't miss the deadline, but we had to wait for the documentation coming out of Guatemala that had the microchip numbers from the veterinarians down there who did the microchipping, like, gotta be a couple weeks ago now, but we just couldn't get the numbers from them, and we had to have that for the permit because it had to specify this specific cat is coming for this specific reason. So that's now a fait accompli, and we're hoping for end of December. No, you didn't miss Nabisco. I had pasted him into the top part of the post because he's getting some toys, but I wasn't giving him some toys, and Afton wasn't giving him some toys yet because she was still out feeding. So I was hoping we'd be able to see that, but so far Afton's still feeding and I'm still doing this, so we may not see it. But he's got a camera on him too. If you guys go to bigcatcams.com, bigcatcams.com, all of our cameras. Hi! Yes, all of our webcams are linked there so you can find them. Did you already get yours? Did Miss Lynda give you your meds already? She said she went backwards today. So I think we missed you. I think we did. But we didn't miss that sweet, sweet call. Yeah. Just love that chatty cat. Oh, somebody needs some grooming so bad. She's another one that just won't let us touch her with the back scratcher. We use a long handle back scratcher to help some of these old cats with their mats. This is Riza, and she's 23. She and Tiger Lily are the two oldest cats here at the age of 23. When they get that old, they just can't turn their necks around sideways to get behind their ears anymore. And she had been declawed when she was a kitten, so she can't scratch her mats off. I know. You just need some help. The people that declawed her apparently did it with pruning shears. It was clearly not done by a vet. And as a result, her nails tend to grow back because even a vet doing a declaw, sometimes the claws will grow back. And when they grow back, they don't grow back where they belong. They grow back in weird places. So they grow out the sides of her toes and the tops of her toes. And when they do that, it makes it painful for her to walk. So about every year, we have to knock her out and trim those back. And every year, we keep thinking, you know, should we go ahead and just do the declaw right to fix all of those messed up feet? That's such a huge recovery thing for her. It'd be months that she'd have to be kept on concrete, and she's old and achy already. And so each time we think, how long could she possibly live? This last trim should last her the rest of her life, and then she lives another year longer. So every time she does that, we take care of all of her grooming needs as well. Yeah, make you nice and pretty. You're already pretty, aren't you? Yeah, Becky's right, you are pretty. Well, I wonder if that was loud. I wonder if Lynda got Survey to take her meds yet. I haven't seen her come around the corner, but maybe. There's Mandy! Hey, there you are! Oh, whoa, no, don't bang the fence. Oh, I don't see her down there. Becky, I'm really sorry to hear that, because that's what causes all of the abuse, is people paying to have their pictures made with big cats and their cubs. And I don't blame you at all, because it's the people who are pimping those cats out that lie to people like you, because they know you're an animal lover, and they will tell you that it's for conservation, it's to preserve them, it's to protect them, and it's all a lie. The only reason people allow you to have your picture made with big cats and their cubs is because they're making money doing that. I'm glad that you found us here, because once you get to know everybody here and you get to know the issues, people who have been duped into doing that usually become the biggest, strongest voices for the cats. I hope that ends up being you as well. There you are, Miss Artemis. Oh, there's Priya. Priya again. Where is everybody? Did you guys see those pictures the other night? The sunset pictures over this lake? That was unbelievable. Those were not touched. I do a lot of photo editing and, enhancing the pictures, making the colors a little bit more vibrant and that sort of thing. I didn't touch those because it was like, I would just mess that up. It was so beautiful. There was no improvement possible on it. Okay, I see a golf cart. Maybe we're onto something back here. He's up on his platform. He's saying, no, I don't think so. Hey, vulture. You are a persona non grata here.
Cameron!
Did you eat? Did Andre eat?
Come down here and eat.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Oop, there's Hooper back there. I wonder if she fed Hooper. He's looking pretty relaxed. This is the 2.5-acre vacation rotation enclosure. And Cameron is one of our pickiest cats. And being a lion, he's just stubborn as all get out. Oh, look at this. He's on his feet. Maybe he is going to come eat dinner. In his own good sweet time. I'm going where I can't hear you. Earlier, she was under that platform with him. Oh goodness, what have I done here? Hang on, everybody. Knocked myself out of the... Ah! Hold on. Sorry if I ended up losing you altogether.